Wait a minute, let me type this in chat for a minute. I'm sorry. I want to say to the and this is a true story, everybody. This is true. So I called C Trip, which is a cab, one of those riding. So I went to the bank. I went to the cigarette store. And I know I'm going to get yelled at for that, but on the way between the ride between the cigarette store and Family Dollar store, I was telling him about my YouTube channel, and he asked me what the name was. I told him Daniel Docket. So I went in Family Dollar and I made my purchases and everything. When I come out, he was watching that video, standing in your trash I did about Michelle and the stupid post that she put on Facebook. I can't believe, and he actually subscribed to the channel. So I hope that he stays. I welcome him. It's not all, it's like I said, the content about the two Fleas channel always comes out in videos. I will not talk about it, or I'm not dedicate a live stream for it. The live streams are for the court stuff. If you are interested in the court stuff. So anything that's video, stuff like that will be in videos. Ray Bone Crusher is another one you need to watch. This guy is really, I think that guy's going senile. And why am I screen way the hell up there? Okay. So let's see who we got. We got one on YouTube side. Well, I think Rumble will grow eventually. Once this channel gets, once it gets really, really, really started on Rumble, I think it's going to hit. But I monetize on Rumble, so uh, if you want to follow me on Rumble, you could also follow me on Rumble. I do believe I put the link is in the link is in the main channels page for those that want to follow on Rumble. Anyways, before we get with the Monroe County Circuit Court, so yeah, it's that hot here. It's 90 degrees, but the humidity in the heat index here is so bad. Uh, oh, I know what D5W is. D5W is dextrose, 5% water. I don't know if they still use D5W. You always see it in the TV show Emergency. See, I'm not stupid. I do watch and keep my ears open every once in a while. Let's see. We got two people in here now, so that's cool. Welcome. It's like I said, when I do the two fleas content, I put it on Rumble first because I monetize on Rumble. It's like Coop and all of them say, monetize the haters. So I'm going to monetize the haters. Always going to monetize the haters. Oh, they still use it, huh? Well, see, unfortunately, I can't watch Emergency because I'm still live streaming at the time. But I've seen every episode of Emergency, even the movies that they made. And this is a funny thing. There's a place here in Birmingham called the Airport Lounge. Now, a couple months ago, about a month ago, Birmingham Fire at night got called out to it. I don't know what happened because the other police agencies were talking over them in the process of it. But they recently went out there to put out a really bad fire in that place. So I don't know. I don't understand why. We'll try it on Sunday. I mean, if it looks like it's going to be, it just seems that every time I put the live stream out on a Sunday for the scanner, it's dead. Nobody talks. It's quiet the whole evening. I'm not going to play air. I'm not going to sit there and play hours of air. Okay, today is the Monroe County uh, Circuit Court. I don't know what area of town this is. I don't know what township, city that's in. There's a lot of Monroe counties. One of them is in New York. That's where Rochester is. Oh, and by the way, Lisa, if you dodge a subpoena, you're committing a crime. If you don't show up after you were subpoenaed and say you were never served and you were served, it's a crime. So go ahead. And anyway, I don't think it's like I said yesterday. Your little lawsuit that you're going to do for copyright infringement isn't going to fly for a lot of reasons why it's not going to fly. And one of those reasons is because it was public when you went live. Just like this live is public. And you know damn well Megan and Tug and Shizzy and all of them are going to have the receipts. But let's get started with the Monroe County Circuit Court. Yeah, shit happens, Linda. Screen share. Okay, and this is June. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. Yeah, you're one of the very few Z Trip drivers that actually are helpful and nice. There's a couple of them. There's a couple of them. That lady was okay, but I didn't know that store was closed. I asked him today when I went to the cigarette store. He said he was open on Sunday, but when we went there, he was closed. That's okay. I got everything I need for now. Um, maybe I should start. Maybe I should start begging for breadsticks. What do you think, Linda? Ha ha ha. Hey, Linda. Maybe I should start begging for breadsticks. But I think it's a lot. I'm going to tell you something, everybody. That's jealousy. It looks like it's jealousy. She only has 300 and I think she only has about 300,000 subscribers on her channel. Jeremy has what 745,000. Coop has about what 46,000. But these channels are more popular. I swear to God, these people, it's jealousy. I think it's jealousy. They want what Jeremy has. But I'm going to tell you something from a creator's point of view, okay? If you want what Jeremy has, you got to do better with your content. You have to do much better with your content. Now, Linda, I would like to see her do her stories on YouTube. Put that content out there. Create that channel. Put that content out there. People will watch your stuff. If you do it right, you can make you will have subscribers in no time. This channel started out with 2 subscribers, myself and Trin. When I restarted, it was myself and Trin. God rest her soul if something happened to her. We went from 2 people a year ago. Now we're up to 155 subscribers on this channel. And hard work does pay off. Exactly. It's a drama. And YouTube lets it. It's something that either Gail, I think it was Gail Judkins, said it in Spawn's chat that as long as YouTube is making money off that drama, they're not going to stop them from doing it. And that's kind of sad. But let's get started with the yeah. So let's get started with this. I'm tired. Hey, in the Ninth Circuit Court thing yesterday, did you notice these judges didn't take no shit? Some of these judges don't take no shit. I think that's the problem with Bolitho. I think that's the problem with Judge Bolitho. He didn't want to take this case seriously against Jeremy. And it's like I told the cab driver when we were pulling up to the building here. I said, in Jeremy's best interest, I think he should file that lawsuit against the fleas in Ohio. Yeah, it's 3:50. It's 3:15 on a hot Thursday, July afternoon. Jesus, what the hell has this month gone by? But you notice that it's like I said, you notice that a lot of these judges, and even in the Ninth Circuit Court, what we were watching yesterday, at the very beginning, that one judge wasn't taking no shit. He was setting the record straight, and I think that's the problem with Jeremy. What happened with Jeremy? He didn't get a tough enough judge to say, "Okay, you're doing this. You need to stop doing this." But like I said to the cab driver, he needs to file that in Ohio. He needs to file that in Ohio. I think his best chance of winning it is in Ohio. And if anybody knows whether or not that protective order is still in place or not, please let me know. Because Michelle and the 2 idiots think that there's no protection order. I thought it got extended. Yeah, the one way on the left, that older gentleman. Yeah, he didn't take no shit. He put it out there like it was. A lot of these judges, these circuit court judges, don't play that shit. But let's get on with this. Exactly. He didn't take no shit. He kicked ass and took names.
Did you, are we gonna have another bailiff up here? You know? Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you. We'll call Robert Tabor. There you are, yeah.
Your Honor, this is also Miss Hill's case. I do not believe that she has returned to the courtroom just yet. If we could call this case back in just a minute.
Where is she?
She had helped with drug court this morning, Your Honor.
What?
She had helped with drug court this morning.
She's been up here.
And she has been up here.
Yes.
I just don't, she's not here in the courtroom just yet.
There she is.
Commonwealth versus Robert Tabor. 25 CR 0003. Come on around here, Mr. Tabor. And 25 CR 0043. Come on right up here. Are you Robert Tabor? Good morning.
Good morning.
Were you born in 1987?
Yes.
Last four digits, social security number 3597.
Yes.
We're here for a pretrial conference. What does the Commonwealth have to say?
Well, Mr. Hunley filed a 404B in the Monroe County case and the Cumberland County case. And it's my understanding that BPA wants to challenge those, so I guess we'll need a hearing date.
We do, Your Honor. The 404B notice was,
Will you get
sent to
behind the
us.
microphone there?
Your Honor, we received the 404B notice roughly 2 days ago. We have not had time to submit a written motion to exclude that evidence. We are asking if the court would pass this until next month, allow us to submit that motion and have it for a hearing on that date.
What is the charge?
It's sexual offense rape in this case, in the Cumberland County case. And the 404B, my understanding, has to deal with child sexual abuse material.
So we're quite away from being ready to proceed with negotiation or trial until that determination is.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I guess the date in July is the 16th. You want a negotiation date before then?
I don't think we need more.
Okay. So July 16th, and you should file your motions a couple of weeks beforehand.
Yes, Your Honor.
Or your objections that way. Maybe y'all can work through it. Okay, you have transportation order need to be signed. Okay,
Thanks, sir.
you will fill it out, maybe now. Sign it. Where'd you come in from, officer?
Thank you.
From where?
Thank you.
Yeah, you got some rain coming in, looks like. Yeah. Every time I go through Danville now, I have the trouble deciding which way I'm gonna go through, whether you're gonna take the bypass or back and forth. You have a safe trip back.
Sir.
Joshua Bryant. Commonwealth versus Joshua Bryant, 26 CR 0031. Mr. Bryant, you come on over here. You are Joshua Bryant.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You born in 1986.
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 6756. You're here for sentencing. Have you had a chance to look at the pre-sentence investigation report done by probation parole?
Yes.
Is it substantially
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Counselor, is there any reason this gentleman should not be sentenced today?
Not that I know of, Your Honor.
Upon a plea of guilty of traffic controlled substance, first degree, second offense, and the defendant shall receive a sentence of 5 years. Upon a plea of guilty possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, the defendant shall receive a sentence of 5 years. The 2 5-year sentences run concurrently for a total of 5 years to serve. Defendant shall stipulate to the revocation in 24 CR 00103. And this 5-year sentence shall run consecutively with 24 CR 00103. The weapon involved shall be forfeited in Monroe County Sheriff's Department to be disposed of according to law. and considering the amount of sentence on waiting court costs. Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Justin Gillespie. Justin Gillespie.
We'll find out if he turned 17.
Commonwealth versus Justin Gillespie. Are you Justin Gillespie?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You're here on 24 CR 0026, 25 CR 0049. Were you born in 1985?
I will, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 5237.
Yes, sir.
What does the Commonwealth have to say on this?
Your Honor, 24 CR 26, he has a sentence of 3 years on assault third, and 25 CR 49, he has possession of controlled substance 1 year for a total of 4 years. The basis for the revocation is he was in treatment. He left treatment because there was a client in treatment that he thought was using drugs, but he was on psychological medication. My understanding is after he left treatment, he turned himself into probation and parole. So I don't mind.
How long has he been in jail this time?
Almost 2 months, Your Honor.
You know, use that as a sanction?
Yeah, and if he'll go back to long-term treatment where he was at, not the same place, but go back and.
Well, are y'all going to arrange the long-term treatment or is probation and parole?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I will agree to that. I'll agree that in the time you got is sanction time.
Okay.
And you contact the Commonwealth Attorney's Office for approval, Mr. Stockton, of the long-term treatment facility, and I'll sign an agreed order.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, good luck to you. Ricky Hammer. Ricky Hammer. Ricky Hammer. Commonwealth versus Ricky Hammer, 21 CR 0059. Are you Ricky Hammer?
I am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Were you born in 1985?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 8588.
It is.
You're here on a probation revocation. You move over your left just a little bit there. What do you have to say, Mr.
Your Honor, this
Stockton?
is kind of an unusual case. Mr. Hammer has a 5-year sentence on flagrant non-support. He paid off all the flagrant non-support in the case and he was placed on unsupervised probation. He has about 4 months to go on that, but then he picked up a DUI third in Glasgow where he blew a .136 while he was on unsupervised probation. That's the basis for the Commonwealth's revocation motion. And I would have to get the officer here if we have to have a hearing.
Yeah. What, do you want me to completely revoke him and send him up on that, or just let him take care of what that charge is over there in Glasgow?
Yes, he could do that and just remain in custody.
Your Honor, as a bond condition in that Barron County case, Mr.
Will you get
Hammer-
behind the microphone, please?
As a bond condition on that Barron County case, Mr. Hammer has been required to get an ankle monitor placed on him. I believe it's one of the ankle monitors that actually detects for the use of alcohol. And this would be through U-turn in Barron County. Would the court
Okay,
consider?
I want to talk about the resolution of the Barron County case. When is that going to be resolved?
When's your next court?
July the 9th, sir.
Well, I'm going to just go ahead and continue this to July 16th to see what happens over there. And
Can I speak, Your Honor?
what do you know? You need to step back and talk to your attorney first to see. Okay.
Can I speak, please?
Well, just step back and tell him what you want to tell her there. Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Your Honor, Mr. Hammer just wants the court to be aware that he has not had any criminal charges in 4 years leading
I
up to
understand that,
this.
and I'm fixing to let him slide over here in all probability if you get it resolved over there. In other words, whatever you're facing over there, as close as you were, and this was a non-support case. Mr. Stockton, I know his inclination right now, and he's not wanting to pile on you if you take care of that other thing. So this is the best way to handle it. You get that thing over there resolved, and then this probably will go away.
Can I get back on anchor monitor so I don't lose my job, Your Honor? Since
Where
I've
you
been
working?
arrested.
Wait just a second. Where you working?
Acubano. I went back to school.
Wait just a second. Where are you working at?
Acubano.
Yeah, well, what are they wanting to do on that, on Barron County?
Your Honor, the DUI was recently arraigned. I don't think that we have discovery or an offer on that case.
But I will not be adverse to whatever bond conditions that they set over there.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I just don't think he needs to be driving.
I won't be driving.
Okay, well, you tell the Commonwealth what the bond conditions are over there, okay?
Your Honor,
okay.
can we submit that as an agreed order to the court?
Do what?
Should we submit that as an agreed order to the court?
Yeah, I just run it through the Commonwealth and whatever the bond conditions are over there, we won't pile on, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, see, Stephen Hammonds. Commonwealth versus, come around, Stephen. Commonwealth versus Stephen Hammonds, 26 CR 0041, 26 CR 0023. Are you Stephen Hammonds?
Yes,
Good morning. Were
Morning.
you born in 2000?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 0941. Okay, what does the Commonwealth have to say on this?
We have a plea, Your Honor. I believe it's a felony plea. Yes.
What do you have coming up here, Chief?
He got danger.
Good grand jury. Okay. Okay, a motion has been tendered that says you wish to enter a plea today. Is that correct? You want to come up here?
He's asking if you entered
A motion has been tendered that says you wish to enter a plea today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, are you currently under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, Your
Is this plea freely and voluntarily given? Is this plea freely and voluntarily given?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you the same person we just identified a minute or two ago in 26 CR 0041 and 26 CR 0023? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your judgment impaired today in any way? Is your judgment impaired? Can you hear me? Are you having trouble hearing?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm
I'm
working
getting
some.
some of these earphones over here. Is that better?
Nah, you good. Yes, Your Honor.
You got them turned on there? Does it help? Does it make it louder? Okay, well, have you discussed this matter with, or you just bring him over there for?
You used to get him a little closer.
No, he needs to get direct, it's a directional mic. He needs to
Yes,
get
Your Honor.
directly and lean toward it, move toward it, okay? Have you discussed this matter with your attorney and are you satisfied with his advice?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you viewed the evidence Commonwealth has against you, believe you're fully informed about your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you understand that you do not have to enter a guilty plea today. You have certain rights under the Kentucky and United States Constitution. Before I can accept a plea, I need to know that you understand those rights. I'm gonna go over them, then I'm gonna ask you if you understand them, okay? You gonna try those on him again?
Maybe working, Stephen, if you want to try.
I can hear. I can hear you, Honor.
Okay, you have the right not to testify against yourself. No one can make you say anything, right to speed trial, but jury right to be represented at counsel at your jury trial. The right to confront and cross-examine all witnesses called to testify against you. The right to produce evidence, the right to call witnesses in your favor, right to appeal this matter to higher court if you lose, and right to require the Commonwealth to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you're guilty of charge against you. Understand that by entering a guilty plea today, you give up all those rights. You understand that?
Yes, Your
Now, I
Honor.
may consider the Commonwealth's recommendation, but I may apply any range of sentence provided by law. I don't have to accept the recommendation. Prior to accepting any recommendation, I'll have a review done by the probation parole and do a pre-sentence investigation report. After reviewing that, if I decide to impose a harsher sentence, you have a right to withdraw your plea and go to trial. And what, Mr. Stockton, will you come over here and move to your left a little bit, sir? What is the Commonwealth's recommendation?
Your Honor, in indictment 26 CR 23, he will plead guilty to assault third degree, receive a sentence of 3 years. In indictment 26 41, he'll plead guilty to burglary third degree, receive a sentence of 4 years. Those two sentences shall run consecutively for a total of 7 years. He will serve 180 days on the 7-year sentence, probated for 5 years supervised. He'll enter and complete the Monroe Specialty Court and pay court costs at the discretion of the court.
Is that what you agreed to?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you pleading guilty because you did commit the acts charged in the indictment as amended?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you're doing so of your own free will.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
on your constitutional rights that are explained to us, it's still your desire to go forward and allow the court to fix your punishment within the range permitted by law.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that after ending this guilty plea, any future convictions could be enhanced under the persistent felony offender law. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept the agreement. You'll give it to the bailiff. And I'll ask for a pre-sentence investigation report and schedule sentencing on July the 16th. Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
thank you. Dixie Harder. Dixie Harder. Commonwealth of Kentucky versus Dixie Harder, 24 CR 00105. Are you Dixie Harder?
Yes, sir.
And also 24 CR 0088. Ms. Harder, were you born in 1985?
Yes, sir.
Last 4 digits, social security number 0833.
Yes, sir.
What does the Commonwealth have to say on this motion for shock probation?
Motion for shock probation, Your Honor.
It is, Your Honor. Your Honor, Ms. Harder would like to testify this morning.
You raise your right hand. Swear the testimony you're about to give us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
You may proceed.
Dixie, you've been in custody for a significant amount of time, have you not?
Yes, ma'am.
About how long have you been in custody now?
I did a year in Macon County and I've done 7 months here, so roughly 22 months.
Okay,
I got it.
and that was all consecutive?
Yes, ma'am.
During the time that you've been incarcerated, have you participated in any rehabilitation programs through either Tennessee or Kentucky?
Yes, ma'am. Several. I've completed MRT, Thinking for Good, Relapse Prevention, Staying Quit, and numerous others. I'm currently in MRT again and trying to do what I can. Any classes I can get, I try to take.
Do you feel like your participation in those programs has helped you at all prepare for your release in the future?
Absolutely.
In what ways?
To gain the tools that I need to stay sober, to help with my grief, the loss of my husband, the loss of my father while being incarcerated, and all of that.
And Ms. Harder, you have been assessed by our alternative sentencing worker, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you willing to follow any recommendations that she may make for treatment upon release?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I have no further questions.
I don't have any questions.
What's your position?
Your Honor, Ms. Harder,
You come around here, I'm having a little trouble.
in this case, Ms. Harder was charged with trafficking in a controlled substance first degree. She took a 5-year sentence on that. And then she was indicted on bail jump and took a year for 6 years. And I thought that was a pretty lenient sentence because she was caught up here. She had 73.8 grams of methamphetamine, almost 2.5 ounces. So I told Ms. Hill, I'm proud of the progress she's making and that I would be agreeable to shock after she served about 180 days. I think she should serve the full amount before she gets shot herself, the 180 days, because of the amount of drugs we had.
I'll take that. I'll take it under advisement. I'm inclined to do that. What are you gonna, you can come back around here. No, I'm talking about your client. What are your plans when you finish this? Do you have a job lined up or anything?
I intend to go to a transitional living, talk to the alternative sentencing, and I'd like to have a chance to go to something like that to help myself with
What's
some
your-
counseling.
What is your job background? What have you done? in the past?
I've got a machinist 1 degree. I've worked at the schools for a considerable amount of years. That's why you agreed to amend it down so I can get it expunged, so I can
Yeah,
go ahead and work at the schools again. Because after my husband passed away, I had a rough patch. I have no lies to tell. I mean, selfish and irresponsible, most definitely. And
Well, so I'd like to see during this time period, you have a more definite plan, with help, y'all have job counselor sort of people working for you, don't you?
Your Honor, we do not directly have job counselors. However, our ASW, the program that she was looking for Miss Carter, would help her significantly with both locating employment and with further job
Well,
skills
that's
training.
gonna be the best thing to get you back on the
yes, sir.
rap pad, get you a job and get you a calendar going on. So if
Absolutely.
y'all work on that and inform the Commonwealth, what you keep the Commonwealth informed on what you're doing.
That's right.
Okay, we'll see you then, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah. Tiffany Hitson. Commonwealth versus Tiffany Hitson, 22 CR 0026. Are you Tiffany Hitson? Good morning. Were you born in 1994? Last four digits, social security number 5920. You're here on a motion for shock probation.
Your Honor, Ms. Hitson would also like to testify before this morning.
Raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Tiffany, you were previously in a treatment program, correct?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And you don't feel as if you have gotten the opportunity to explain to the court what it is that happened at the treatment program?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please explain to the court what it is that happened at the treatment program and why you did not complete?
Yes, ma'am. So the very day that I got there, there was a male staff member who was previously incarcerated for drug manufacturing, and he had a few years under his belt. The very day I got out, after he was allowed to, got me clothes. I got to the shower. I came out into the living room. He had approached me, got up in my face and said, "Well, you'll clean up real nice." He had then began to text message a girl in the home about me, making derogatory statements toward me. I then did not say anything. I just tried to avoid him. They wanted me to I had to text message him every time I left the house or anything I did. I refused to. I refused to have any contact with him. They did not like that. I eventually got into therapy and I spoke to it to my therapist. She said she would have to report. I asked her to please not report, that I felt like there was going to be retaliation if she did. And I said, "Can you leave my name out of it?" She said, "If I leave your name out of it, then we can't get the full story." I said, "You do what you have to do." But I said, "I feel like I don't feel safe here." I began to lock my room at night and not sleep because he was allowed to come in and out of our home anytime that he wanted to. There was a time that I was taking a shower and he was speaking to me on the other side of the door. There was no lock on the door.
Wait a second. Please. Okay. Go ahead, Skip.
There was no lock on the door and he began to speak to me and I said, "Can I please put my clothes on? Because I feel like if you're going to make me get aggressive." So they then did find the text messages on the phone. They did discontinue his ability to text us. But from the moment I got there, I felt unsafe. And I went there for that exact trauma from men. But I still carried myself very well. I followed the
Well,
rules.
where we going with this?
I'm just going with
Okay, well, you tell me, you do
Your Honor,
something.
she's just explaining the difficulties that she had at her previous treatment program. Our
Okay, now with this
intention-
motion for shock probation.
Yes, Your Honor, and our intention
They can
is
be
to ask.
dangerous places, treatment places, because you got bad people there, and some people trying to abuse their position, which that guy was trying to do evidently.
And our intention, Your Honor, is to ask if the court would be willing to give her another opportunity to enter into a different treatment program on shock probation.
Your Honor, in this case, Ms. Hitson was sent to a dual diagnosis treatment facility for mental health counseling and drug treatment. And she attempted to leave. They had to send the police up there. Finally, she was detained and she wasn't allowed to go. She's got a 5-year sentence on receiving stolen property over $10,000. She's eligible for parole in September of this year. I just think it'd be better for her to meet the parole board at this point.
Where is she housed right now?
She's housed in Barron County, Your Honor. Oh, Muhlenberg, I apologize.
And I asked them
Yeah.
to put me on.
I'm not familiar with what kind of facility they have in Muhlenberg County.
But I get all the time when it's a catch-22 because when somebody's in a lot of trouble, they beg to go to rehab. And then when they go to rehab, there's always a problem with rehab. That's the point. I don't think I want to send anybody to rehab. Because of the rehab, are so terrible places.
Well, I think
Rehab was not a bad place. The
some
rehab
of
was a
them
good
are.
place. And
Well,
there are reports, you can check the reports. It was recorded.
He's not doubting that. He's just saying that he has problems with rehab because people he sends there have.
I loved the program. It was a great program. I wouldn't talk bad about it.
He's not talking about your experience. He's talking about general experiences that bad things happen to people in rehab sometimes.
Your Honor, we would just ask, Ms. Hitson has a significant trauma history related to her experiences with men in the past.
I understand that. I'm just trying to figure out what's in her best interest at this particular juncture.
And obviously, the program that she went to this time did not work out. There were some situations that arose.
If she
there
goes
that
to rehab, she still be eligible to go before the parole board, right?
She will be.
Okay, well, let's see if you can find a rehab that is more restrictive, okay? And we'll send her. Obviously, there needs to be a dual diagnosis thing going on here because there's some issues here.
Yes, sir.
So if you'll find something and convince the Commonwealth that it's a secure facility, okay?
Thank you, Your
And
Honor.
we'll work with you on that, okay?
Thank you.
Take a motion of advisement.
Pardon? I'm taking a motion under advisement. We'll do an agreed order on it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah. Curtis Horrigan. Commonwealth versus Curtis Horrigan, 26. CR 0004. Are you Curtis Horrigan?
Yep.
Good morning. You born in 1955?
Yep.
Last four digits, social security number 8106.
Yes, sir.
You're here for sentencing. Have you had an opportunity to look at the pre-sentence investigation report done with probation and parole?
Yes, sir.
Is it substantially correct?
Judge, there is one correction that needs to be made with regard to his custody credit.
Okay.
It says that he had only 1 day custody credit in February. He was actually being held on the district court case from February the 25th through March the 10th. So there's about a 2 week period that he didn't get credit for, and we would request a court to.
Can you take a look at that? We'll take a look at that, and if it's not resolved, then you can always bring it back, okay?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor, but that was the only correction that needed to be made.
Okay, upon a plea of guilty to assault third degree, the defendant shall receive a sentence of 3 years, serve 90 days in jail with the balance probated for 3 years. Supervised, he shall look at anger management counseling complete. Defendant shall have no contact with Monroe County Hospital unless he needs emergency care only. He shall receive credit for time served, which we just talked about. In court, what did court cost this case?
$240.
$240. You need some time to pay the $240?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's pay it at $30 a month, starting 30 days after you're released from jail, okay?
When will you think I'll be released?
How many days credit does he have here? If he gets credit for those two weeks.
If I count it
Wait a
right.
second.
If
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I count it right, counting 13 and up to the day is 81.
You're supposed to be 90?
I don't know.
What's it say here?
It's 90
90,
days.
so you have 9 more days?
Yeah, and the hospital was adamant about the 90 days.
Do what?
The hospital was adamant about the 90 days. So
Okay.
he needs to serve that.
9 more days.
Okay.
Okay? You don't need to go around causing problems out
I
there.
ain't.
Okay, yeah. Well, that might be the last time you cause any problems.
You're right.
Understand what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
So I'll get out about what, 27th, 28th?
Well, I don't know. I don't have 9 days, so I guess count today. It's pretty soon. Looks like you might make the 250th anniversary of our country. You might be up.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mark Hunter. Commonwealth versus Mark Hunter. 19 CR 00114 for shock probation revocation, 22 CR 0053 for shock probation revocation, 25 CR 0032 for pretrial conference, 25 CR 0079 for pretrial conference. Y'all, Mark Hunter, good morning. You were born in 1977.
Yes.
Last 4 digits, social security number 8597. What's the Commonwealth have to say about Mr.
We
Hunter?
have a felony plea on the 2 cases, Your Honor.
Okay. A motion has been tendered. I've just been informed that says you wish to enter a plea today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Is this plea freely and voluntarily given?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same person that we just identified in these 4 criminal cases?
Yes, sir.
Have you discussed this matter with your attorney? Are you satisfied with their advice?
Yes, sir.
Is your judgment impaired today in any way? Have you viewed the evidence the Commonwealth has against you, believe you're fully informed about your case?
Sir.
You understand that you do not have to enter a guilty plea. You have certain rights under the Kentucky and United States Constitution. Before I can accept a plea, I need to know that you understand those rights. I'm going to go over your rights, and at the end, I'm going to ask if you understand, okay? You have a right not to testify against yourself. No one can make you say anything to a speedy trial, to be represented by counsel at your jury trial, to confront and cross-examine all witnesses called to testify against you, to produce evidence, right to call witnesses in your favor, right to appeal this matter to higher court if you lose, and right to require the Commonwealth to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you're guilty of charges against you. Understand that by entering a guilty plea today, you give up all those rights. Okay, you understand that? Now, I may consider the Commonwealth's recommendation, but I may apply any range of sentence provided below. I don't have to accept the recommendation. Prior to accepting any recommendation, I will await the pre-sentence investigation from probation parole. In the event I do not accept the Commonwealth's recommendation and decide to impose a harsher sentence, you have the right to withdraw your plea of guilty and proceed to trial. What is the Commonwealth's recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, upon a plea to sexual abuse, first degree, vulnerable victim, 3 counts in case number 25 CR 32, he'll receive a sentence of 10 years on each charge and run concurrently for a total of 10 years. Upon a plea of distribution of obscene matter to a minor, he'll receive a sentence of 5 years. In that case, those 2 sentences shall run concurrently for a total of 10 years. In case number 25 CR 79, the defendant shall receive a sentence of 10 years to serve on sexual abuse first degree. All sentences shall run concurrently for a total of 10 years. This 10-year sentence shall run consecutive to and defendant agrees to stipulate revocation in 19 CR 114 and 23 CR 33. That's 6 years, so you'll have a total of
33 or 53?
I've got 33.
Did you check that number?
I got the wrong number.
Well, I don't know.
It's a 53.
53, yeah.
Okay. So it'll be 23 CR 50.
Okay.
We'll need to change that in the plea document initially.
Okay, is that what you agreed to, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you did commit the acts charged in the indictment as amended? You're doing so of your own free will? Knowing your constitutional rights explained to us still your desire to give up those rights by entering a plea of guilty and allow the court to fix your punishment. You understand that after entering a guilty plea, these convictions could be used in the future to enhance other convictions. You understand that? Okay. Is that your signature on the document?
Yes, sir.
I order a pre-sentence investigation report and a sexual offender report necessary on both of them, so we'll have to schedule the sentencing probably in August the 18th. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jason Lee. Come on around. Mr. Lee, Commonwealth versus Jason Lee, 26 CR 0042. Are you Jason Lee?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Were you born in 1976?
Yes, sir.
Last 4 digits, social security number 8222. We're here for a pretrial conference.
Yes, sir.
See what you're trying to say. Thank you.
Well, I'll have to take a break and see because you want us to get another negotiation day?
Yeah. Let's just get another negotiation date.
What is your negotiation day for?
July the 10th at 9 a.m.
July 10th at 9 a.m. for negotiation, and the next court date would be July 16th. Both of them are change conditions of the bond, okay? Okay. Ricky Lee's next. Ricky Lee. Had to wrap up. iPads wrapped up in this book here. Commonwealth versus Ricky Lee. Are you Ricky Lee?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. We're here on 26 CR 0032. Mr. Lee, were you born in 1986?
Yes, sir.
Last 4 digits, social security number 5412. What does the Commonwealth have to say in Mr. Ricky Lee's case?
My understanding is I was going to get a trial date, but Mr. Davis says there's a pending case in Warren County you want to work on too.
Yeah, we agreed to continue
Yes.
for that purpose.
You want to have a negotiation day in July?
please.
Negotiation date on July 10th and the next court date is July 16th. Has he been held on a holder from down there too?
Just from here.
Just from here?
Yes, sir.
What's the charge here?
It's a theft burglary on video. So if we don't get a resolution on the July 10th date, I'll ask for the trial date.
May I address the court?
We'll step away and talk to him there.
I can't stand it there.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, see y'all then.
Thank you.
Anthony Massengale, is that correct, Nick? Anthony Massengale. Commonwealth versus Anthony Massengale, 26 CR 00044. Are you Anthony Massengale?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Were you born in 1977, Mr. Massengale?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 6135. What does the Commonwealth have to say?
Mr. Parent gave me an offer this morning. I think we need one more negotiation day, and if we don't resolve it, we'll get.
What is the charge?
Assault, wanton endangerment, assault second.
Okay, well, let's do a negotiation day on July 10th and the next court date's on July 16th.
I'll have to get with the victim in the case and see if we can resolve it.
And Judge, if I could address bond, we addressed it last month at arraignment. Mr. Stockton agreed that it could go back to his original district. That was only a $10,000 surety, but right now it's at a $20,000. So we would just ask this court if they can make it the $10,000 surety.
I don't have any objection as long as he stays away from the victim in this case.
Yeah.
Violation of the law.
Would you entertain a ROR bond with an ankle monitor?
Well, now why don't I just give him a picnic basket? We're going down there. $10,000 bond, $10,000 surety bond, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, if you get around this potential victim, it's gonna be a bad thing.
Don't say
Well,
that.
I know, I'm just telling you. So you now understand, you're a man, I'm just trying to be man to make it to you, okay? Okay, we'll reduce it $10,000 surety bond. Okay,
In July the 10th on the
July the
negotiation.
10th on negotiation and 16th, the 10th and 16th are both conditions your bond, okay? Mays, is that correct? Commonwealth versus Brian Mays. Mr. Mays, you want to come on around here? Come on around here. Commonwealth versus Brian Mays, 26 CR 0028. Are you Brian Mays?
I am, Your
Good
Honor.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, were you born in 1986?
I was, Your Honor.
In the last four digits, social security number 4988. What does the Commonwealth have to say about Mr. Mays' case?
Your Honor, this is a flagrant non-support case. And we had to put him in NCIC to get him in custody. But he's claiming, it's a $30,000 amount, but he's claiming that, that some other person either wiped out their marriage or they, had custody of the child, is my understanding.
Double dipping.
Double dipping. And so we've asked
What are
the
you
child
saying?
support
What are you
office for
saying?
an audit. I wasn't at the last negotiation. I know that he's requested some type of audit because of, you can explain the reason.
Essentially the custodial parent filing for benefits in this state as well as in Indiana and just having an audit. This is a case where Mr. Mays got a default judgment against him back in 2012, has never made a payment on this, has never been aware of this happening. So,
My mother has full custody of my son.
and the child is
For the
now
better part of 11 years.
Mr. Mays, were you employed before you were arrested?
Yeah.
Come up to the microphone.
Sorry, Your Honor. Yes, I would.
Okay, what were you doing?
I'm a subcontractor. I hang siding.
Can you make some type of bond here?
No, I can't.
They post $1,000.
No.
Okay, fine.
No, I've been in custody for,
Mother wouldn't do that.
no. My mother has custody of my son. My son's never lived in this state.
We have requested audit through child support because we don't know what's going on. And it bothers me that these arrearages run up so large and then it's dumped on the Commonwealth to do something and we don't have any backers. So
I don't know. I have a clue.
Was the mother of the child, did she live here in Monroe County, the
Her
mother?
father lives here. She came down here, used his address, and then went back to Indianapolis. She lived in Indianapolis the whole time too.
Yeah.
My mom has tried to send, I'm
What-
sorry.
what-
Complete enough. Yeah, I think what we need is a custody order from somewhere showing that the mother has custody.
The mother of the child or the grandmother? Because the child's over 18. He's on the military now.
Yeah.
So now this is just a
If
reach.
he's claiming this victim is not owed child support, he needs to give us a custody number so we can check in.
He says the child's over 18, so the order would have to go back to when the
Yeah, an
time.
old order.
So we'd have to request, I believe, Indiana as well as Kentucky. So we have a little bit of.
Well, give me just the Indiana order to see who had custody of the child and they'll take care of it. You're on the road to recovery here, okay? I'm gonna try to work with you. Commonwealth's gonna try to work with you. I'm almost inclined, I mean, we know where he's at now. I'm almost inclined to let him do an ROR on the thing.
We can try it. If he don't come back, I'm just going to.
How would you like to get out of jail today, sir?
That sounds pretty good.
Well, that's the right answer. Okay, so I'm gonna let you sign a waiver of extradition form that you won't fight if we have to bring you back down. You give us a good address and do an ROR barn and let your attorney continue to work through this, okay?
Yeah, they showed the address on here. That address is when we were together. The
I
address
would
is
just need to
wrong.
get a new address.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Come down to
Yeah.
negotiation day.
Can you be here on July 10th,
July 10th.
July 10th and then the
Yes, I can.
16th at 9 a.m. and we'll try to negotiate your way out of this thing,
We've
okay?
got
Thank you,
court
Your
orders
Honor.
showing where custody at. We'll bring him back there.
I can have it sent to you right now.
Let's have it send you your
Send it to
attorney.
me and I got it.
Okay, go
All right.
back to work.
Thank you, Your
Not
Honor. I
very many
appreciate
people
it.
can hang that drywall. You're more valuable than most people, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, see you later. Danny Russell.
871 4123.
Commonwealth versus Danny Russell, 26 CR 0024. Are you Danny Russell? Good morning. Were you born in 1977?
Sir.
Last four digits, social security number 6635.
Sir.
We're here for a pretrial conference and a motion for discovery, inspection, motion to sever, and a motion to suppress. Who's representing Mr. Russell?
And a seal.
Got a mad dash up the center aisle here. Okay, what do you have here on Mr. Russell?
Your Honor, we have filed a few motions on Mr. Russell's case.
Where?
Does the court have a preference in how we take it up or?
Well, let's do the first one. Motion for discovery.
Yes, Your Honor. So I did speak with Mr. Stockton about that motion yesterday.
What do you not have?
He is of the belief that he has turned everything over to us at this time. We are not aware of any outstanding discovery.
Okay, inspection, would that include inspection?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You think you've inspected everything that's
Yes,
subject
Your
to
Honor.
inspection? Okay, a motion to sever. What do you want to sever?
Your Honor, so Mr. Russell was charged with multiple counts of trafficking as well as a possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Yeah.
We are asking to sever the firearm charge from the remaining charge in the
Well,
indictment.
you'll have to do it when you try it anyway.
Yes, Your Honor.
So at some juncture, the Commonwealth will make an election to see which one they try.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's fine with that. Okay, and the next thing is a motion to suppress.
Yes. Your Honor, we filed that motion to suppress based on what appears to be in our review of the discovery, Fourth Amendment violation. Law enforcement was at Mr. Russell's house on that date with DCBS, essentially for a knock and talk based on a complaint that DCBS had received.
Who was it complaint about?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
What sort of complaint?
Your Honor, it was a complaint related to potential drug usage within the house.
Was there a child in the house or was there a disabled person in the house or what was the complaint about?
The complaint was related to drug activity in the house while there were children present.
Children, whose children were they?
Mr. Russell's, Your Honor.
Okay. And so did these DCBS or other acronym, did they see something and call the police or were the police just came with them for safety purposes or what?
It appears that they just came with them for safety purposes, Your Honor. They did a knock and talk at both the front and back door of the residence.
You want a suppression hearing?
We do want a suppression hearing, Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's schedule it for July 16th.
July 16th, Your Honor.
You recognize my witnesses, Your Honor.
Yeah, we can have it today if you want to.
That's fine with me, whatever you
Are
want.
you ready for it today? We can have it today.
Your Honor, we could have it today. I would almost prefer if we put it on the 16th, potentially at the end of the docket, if the court is agreeable to that.
That's fine.
It's fine with me. Who are your witnesses?
The Austin Cook and Mr. Garrett Smith from DCBS.
Okay, will y'all stand up, please?
Richard Sherry, but we'll give him.
You raise your right hand. Do you take an oath that you will be here under the penal sum of a penalty of $100 if you don't show up on July the 16th at maybe 10 a.m.?
That's fine.
Okay, each one of you do that? Okay, we'll see y'all then.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, just one final thing on Mr. Russell. Mr. Russell did want me to ask if the court would be willing to release him back onto an unsecured bond or his previous
You'll need
bond.
to talk to the
We'll need a
Commonwealth.
bond here in the same time next month.
Okay, we'll do a bond. Thank you. Kyle Simmons. Kyle Simmons. This is 24 CR 0053. Are you Kyle Simmons? Are you Kyle Simmons?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You born in 1990?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 8515.
Yes, sir.
This is a pretrial diversion revocation motion. What does the Commonwealth have to say?
Your Honor, Mr. Simmons has a 5-year sentence.
Along with it.
He recently got a DUI here in Tompkinsville on 4/25/26. He was charged with DUI and possession of marijuana.
What was it? Do what?
Officers in the grand jury.
What was it? What was the original charge? Is he on probation?
Simmons.
Yeah.
Endangerment, Your Honor.
I thought it was one endangerment.
That would do with the vehicle?
No, he shot a gun inside a home.
Outside of a home. There's outside of a home, and I didn't have a gun whenever they, sorry.
It's going to the police department.
What do you want to do about this, Mr. Stockton?
Well, I think either Mr. Simmons, based on his actions when he was arrested, I don't know. He looks like he either has some drug-induced psychological issues or some type of issues. He needs some type of treatment in this case.
What's
We had him in
how's
drug
the
court at one
DUI
time.
going?
We've just passed it to see
You had-
what happens up
Okay.
back on Tuesday, Your Honor.
Yeah, so we might set it for negotiation, see if we can work out some kind of treatment.
Is he being held on the DUI or is he being held on this
On the
case?
revocation. Based on the facts of the DUI, I think that's true.
I've been holding off on the DUI, Your Honor, until we had more of an understanding upstairs of what was going to happen.
I'd say it's time for you to advance on the DUI and see what goes on, and we'll take a look at it, see if it gets that resolved and get the facts out on the thing. Did you have a job anywhere?
I've been doing farm work.
Well, for who?
Brenda Hunt, some, and my aunt. She's got.
So you haven't been
gardens and
working
stuff.
regularly.
Not that
Are
I
you a
haven't.
convicted felon?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
He's
No, sir.
Trial diversion.
Yeah, but I mean, before that, you never.
No,
had a
sir, I
felony.
had been in no trouble.
Couldn't have had one within 10 years, but why don't you have a public job somewhere?
I need to get one. I've been putting, I got applications filled out, almost filled out. They ain't all the way.
Where?
CPC commodities, and I was gonna go to some factories and see if I could get a job.
Well, let me tell you something.
Mostly
We're gonna
online.
take
I've got a phone.
We'll take a look at this thing, the DUI, but in the intervening time, you need to try to get you some employment lined up. You agree with that?
Is there a way I could get out to do that?
He needs to be released.
I'm not gonna release him. I'm just saying between now and the time we take a look at that, you know, between now and the time we take a look at it, if you've got employment, I'm sure the Commonwealth will look favorably on that. If we can get you back out and get you on a schedule, get you working and everything. Cause it, you know, there's something's not exactly right here. I don't know anything about the DUI thing, but you take care of it. We'll start working on that and try to get him some employment lined up and we'll see what we can do. You want him on the negotiation day here, negotiation day on July 10th, next court date on July 16th, and we'll try to work through this thing with you. Okay, man?
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Andrew Thayer. Commonwealth versus Andrew Thayer, 16 CR 0029. Are you Andrew Thayer?
Yes, sir, I am.
Good morning.
Morning.
You born in 1970?
Yes.
Last four digits, social security number 9573. What's the
Correct.
Commonwealth have to say about this?
Your Honor, Mr. Thayer has a 5-year sentence on flagrant non-support. He owes $21,093. He absconded in November of 21, and since 21, he's paid probably $240 on this. So we're asking it to be revoked. And we had an NCIC almost 4 and 5 years, 4.5 years.
What do you have to say about
So I'm asking it to be revoked.
Your Honor, I think we'll just need a hearing on this.
What's the issue?
what is the issue you want to hear now?
Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Thayer is kind of wanting to explain to the court why it is that he has been absconded for this length of time.
Or you stipulate to the facts and then he can testify.
We can do that, yes.
Okay, well, let's hear it then. You raise your right hand. Swear the testimony about to give us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and inquire of me.
Andrew, can you explain to the court why it is that you have been out of contact with probation and parole?
I lost my job that I was paying child support and basically went back to being a homeless vet. And I've changed my ways, cut my hair, and wish to make it right.
And Mr. Thayer, roughly how long of a period of time were you homeless?
Almost 4 years.
Do you have stable housing that you could return to now?
Yes.
Okay. Where is that housing located?
In Frankton, Indiana.
Do you have an address that you could provide to probation and parole?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a plan for employment upon your release?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you explain to the court what that plan is?
My roommate is basically 100% disabled. I was in the process of becoming her primary caretaker, which the state would pay me to be that, to which I could rectify the situation. There are also places that are within walking distance for me to get a job and correct
Did you
this.
say that you were in the service?
Yes, sir.
How long were you in service?
12 years.
Okay, do you have any service-related disabilities?
No, sir. I was denied my claims 3 times by the Veterans Administration.
Yeah. Okay, what's your proposal?
Your Honor, Mr. Thayer has indicated he is hoping that this court will give him the opportunity to be released today.
But he's not going to get released today because he's been in NCIC, but I wanted to work with him toward a resolution of this situation because just because he decides that he's got some good reason in his own mind that he gets out of contact with probation and parole. If everybody had that, we'd have utter confusion and chaos. So, I mean, I think the Commonwealth be willing to work with him on something.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth's beyond working in this case. If you notice the case number on this is a 16 case.
Yeah.
We had him in NCIC 2 or 3 years trying to get him before the court. And
I'm talking about him paying any money.
well, I don't think he's able to pay at this point in time, but and he's been either homeless or evading service on this case for 10 years. And if you let him out.
I'm not going to let him
No,
out.
I'm saying I don't think he has the ability to pay or nobody's gonna pay for him if he gets out. I'll just be.
Well, I'm not talking about letting him out now. What I'm talking about is between now and the negotiation day. If y'all can come up with any resolution, how much money does he owe?
$21,000.
You know, he needs to explain how he's going to pay that or just get it behind him and serve it. And what's the sentence on that?
5 years. He probably have to serve a year before he's.
Yeah, I mean, just have it, and they could never collect it from him then, you know,
No.
he'd be on his way rejoicing. So you try to work through and explain the alternatives that he has. He's not working. He doesn't seem like he's inclined to work unless he can be a caretaker. That's not a very lucrative job there. It probably just subsistence level thing. Okay, well, I'll just put him on the docket, put him on for negotiation day, just in case you have anything to report to the Commonwealth. And negotiation day, July 10th, and next court date, July 16th. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, Kayla Bernard. Commonwealth versus Caleb Bernard, 26 CR 0026. Are you Caleb Bernard?
Yes, sir.
Speak up.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good
Were
morning.
you born in 2002?
Yes.
Last four digits, social security number 7191. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay. You're here on 26 CR 0026 on a pretrial conference. What does the Commonwealth have to say?
Your Honor, could you call also one of the co-defendants, Dawson Gross? Does Ms. Hill represent him? No, you represent him.
Yes.
And I
Commonwealth
guess Ms.
versus,
Hill represents Jacob Warren, but he's in jail. All these cases are connected. They're all.
Dawson Gross, come around. Caleb Bernard. Are you Dawson Gross?
Yes, sir.
You born in 2001?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 9091. You're on a pretrial conference.
Yeah, there's two issues that I'm aware of in this case, and I've been out of pocket. If I misstate something, you all correct me. But I'm aware that one, we need medical records on some of the victims that we don't have yet. And number two, Ms. Hill has made a lengthy discovery request. She represents Jacob Warren. And we can comply with all those discovery requests, I believe, except the one, she wants those videos enhanced. I don't think it's the Commonwealth's obligation to enhance
Is
it.
she, who is this we're talking about? What's
Ms.
this?
Hill, it's the videos of the young boy that was attacked by the dogs.
Eric, if I can just clarify.
But let me finish, please.
Yes.
We have contacted the Prosecutor's Advisory Council, their IT people, to see if they can enhance the videos. They cannot. At this point in time, if we try to enhance the video, we have to go hire an expert to do that. I believe the videos are sufficient to go to trial on. I think if the defense wants to apply for funding, they can get the videos.
You know, you filed ex parte motion.
Your Honor, just to clarify, so the reason why that was request was made.
Where's your other client? Where's your other client?
He is currently in custody.
Well, we didn't call him out.
I know, but I don't know why he's in
He's in
custody
bed.
because this case is going to take.
Is he here today?
No, Your
No.
Honor.
Okay, well, you pointed over there and I thought, yeah,
No, he's in custody.
okay.
But the problem we've had delay in the case, Ms. Hill's request, and I want to get that before the court.
Your Honor, we were told at the first negotiation conference for this case that the Commonwealth was already working on enhancing these videos. So that's the reason why we made the request, was that when that was completed.
Okay, well, now that's not gonna happen.
And that's fine, Your Honor. If they do not have the enhancements, they can't provide us something that they don't have. So we're not asking for something that they don't have.
Would you want an opportunity to get them enhanced yourself?
Your Honor, we may be requesting that.
Well, it's time to move along and maybe, you know. So where are we at on this?
I would suggest setting all these for July the 10th. I don't see any reason unless Mr. Warren has been held for another reason. He should be able to make some type of bond.
Your Honor, like this time, you can't make any bonds. I've spoken to him.
Is he being held on any other charge?
No, Your Honor, all the misdemeanor cases except for ordering the vicious animal, he's not being held on that one.
Were they all about this case here?
Yes.
All the charges? What kind of bond do you want?
There's some curfew and ROR. I don't know.
What kind of bond can you make? $10,000?
He'll be on later in the docket, Judge, so you can
So,
discuss
Your Honor, you
it.
can't afford any.
Well, he'll be on later in the docket, they said. Okay.
But I would suggest setting this case in July and having the negotiation.
July 10th negotiation, July 16th next court date. And remind me when we call him up
Yes, sir.
to talk about his bond. July 10th negotiation, July 16th.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
That was Dawson Gross and Caleb Bernard. Nicholas Burge. Nicholas Burge. 25 CR 0071 and 26 CR 0046. Commonwealth of Kentucky versus Nicholas Burge. Are you Nicholas Burge?
Yeah.
You born in 1985?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits of your social security number is 3658. Is that correct? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your attorney?
Johnny Bell.
I'm on, Judge. I asked for permission to be on Zoom and you granted that last court date.
On a plea of guilty, you had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence investigation report. Is it substantially correct? Mr. Bell, is there any reason this gentleman should not be sentenced today?
There's not, Your Honor.
On a plea of guilty, under 26 CR 0046, charge of wanton endangerment, he should be 5 years, probated for 5 years. No contact with the victim or victim's property. He shall receive credit for time served. the evidence to be forwarded. What is the court costing this?
$250.
$215. Can you pay it today? Okay, I'll give you 30 days from today, you pay $40 and $40 every 30 days until you get paid in full. You'll need to be the probation and parole officer, okay? Right over here. Probation and parole right here. Jennifer Brown. Commonwealth versus Jennifer Brown, 26 CR 0049. Are you Jennifer Brown?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Were you born in 1982?
Yes.
Last four digits, social security number 8405. You're here for the purpose of arraignment. You have a right to remain silent. You're represented by counsel. If you have any questions, step away and ask. Grand jury of Monroe County has charged you, returning indictment charging you with criminal conspiracy to traffic and control substance, first degree, first offense, and wanton endangerment, the first degree. You understand what those charges are?
Yes.
Mr. Bailiff, you hand that to counsel there. You acknowledge the identity of your client receiving indictment, waive formal legal and arraignment, enter plea not guilty, reserving all for the trial motion.
I do, Your Honor.
I'm signing a reciprocal discovery order, ma'am, requires the Commonwealth to give your attorney certain evidence they have, so the prairie defense. You'll be here on July the 10th at 9 a.m. for negotiations, and July 16th, the next court date.
Now, I have a complaint on the phone, if I could write a report for it.
Sure.
This is a case involving Miss Brown and another man that she's not married to has a child that's special needs. And that the school will have different items on it. Because of these charges, father now has custody. The father and the stepmother are complaining to my office that Miss Brown is constantly texting them about the child, bordering on harassment, and they want to limit their contact. Now, that's what I've been told. If you're not doing it in text, it's easily traceable. And easily brought before the court.
Judge, I'm without knowledge to be able to say anything.
You what?
I'm without knowledge to be able to say anything.
I'm
because
not
of course
going to take any action other than.
Okay, we're aware of the problem.
Understood.
You're aware of the problem. So you need to look into the problem, and if you got any kind of, who limited the access? Was it a bond condition that I put on? I don't think so.
I don't think there is a limitation of access on the bond at this point.
Who changed the custody of district court?
Probably.
You need to look in.
I will look.
You look into it and see what the conditions or visitation. Wait just a second, ma'am.
Okay.
There's
Apparently
no
social-
contact with victim.
Yeah, that's her dog.
On the bond.
On the bond.
Apparently social services told her that, but I'll.
It's a regular bond condition, no contact with the victim. If there needs to be a modification of that in some way, you'll need to work with the Commonwealth to do an agreed order. You agree with that, Megan?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
The 10th
And the 16th.
and the 16th. Justin Bunch. Commonwealth of Kentucky versus Justin Bunch, 25 CR 0044 and 26 CR 0045. Are you Justin Bunch?
I am, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Were you born in
I
1982?
was.
Last four digits, social security number 5069.
Yes, sir.
What does the Commonwealth have to say?
I think Mr. Bunch wants the trial date and we're ready to proceed.
What are you selecting to trial? What's your election?
He had me in his file. He didn't do anything.
Are these two separate act indictments or a superseding indictment?
I thought it was all out of the same events and occurrence.
Understanding. Out of the same event.
Yeah.
We have a trafficking, we have a tampering.
It's all, we would move to consolidate the charges.
Without objection, so ordered.
Do an order. Yeah.
The Clinton County case that we have on July the 15th, Commonwealth versus Smith, is that going to go?
I'm doubtful, Your Honor, because they're getting conflict counsel for the co-defendant and that counsel's never made an appearance. And I would like to try the cases together.
Okay, well, let's schedule this for the July 15th.
Okay.
Judge, not to throw a wrench in this, my client's just advised he is potentially trying to look at hiring private. I've advised him that at this point.
That's between, the private counsel can be here on July 15th.
Understood, Your Honor.
These feet.
Give you a call.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. Jesse Couture. Are you Jesse Couture?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Morning.
You're born in 1976.
Yes, sir.
Last four digits of social security number 2126.
Yes, sir.
We're on a pretrial conference. Mr. Garrett, what do you have?
Judge, we don't have anything worked out. I guess we're gonna need to set a trial date.
What's charge you're gonna elect to trial?
One's a possession and one is a sexual abuse.
The sexual abuse case that they tried.
Okay. Is there any expert witness or anything going out?
That's the end of that material file. I don't think so.
How about July 22nd?
That's fine with the Commonwealth.
Judge, I think that works. We'll set it for 1 day or 2 days, Judge.
1 day.
Yeah, that'll work.
That would be 26 CR 39. Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Jacqueline Fancer. Cromwell versus Jacqueline Fancer. 25 CR 0062. Are you Jacqueline Fancer? Born in 1985. What are the last four digits of social security number?
7569.
75. Panel pretrial conference. What we have?
Well, it's actually a motion to avoid diversion, Your Honor, but the Commonwealth's moving to withdraw that. She was in drug court in Barron County, and she picked up a charge at the drug court or in jail, and they left her in the drug court based on that, and we're not going to pursue it at this time.
Oh, okay, I want to make sure I understand everything right. That's exactly what happened in Barron, but we think she's in drug court here.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
She took a charge in Barron County on promoting contraband, and she's received 2 years probated on completing the drug program here. So we're stipulating to the.
Unless they terminate her from drug court here, I'm not going to pursue the motion.
What was the contraband?
It was Suboxone, Your Honor. It essentially happened when she failed to report to probation here. When she was taken into custody, she snuck some in. At that point, it happened in January. I'm under the impression she's been successfully in drug court for the past 4 months. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I don't think there's been any violation.
I cannot condone sneaking these Suboxone in, but if you were on Suboxone, I understand why you want to sneak it in because it's hard to come off of sometimes. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Be on your way rejoicing.
Thank you, Judge.
Justin Hunt, active warrant.
We'll put him in NCIC.
Charlie Pickren. Commonwealth versus Charlie Pickering, 26 CR 0007. Are you Charlie Pickering?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You born in 1988?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 2976.
Sir.
We're on a pretrial conference. What's the Commonwealth have to say?
We have a pretrial conference and Mr. Parents filed a motion, I think, on discovery that he wants answered.
And Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Stockton. A majority of the requests in the discovery are if they exist, essentially to protect us on appeal. And we are also ready to get a trial date. I believe
What's the charge?
Theft by unlawful take,
one count, 10,000 and a million.
What is it?
tools and things of that nature.
So you want a trial date?
Yes, Your Honor.
What about the Cumberland County trial date on the Wednesday, August the 5th? It's a parish case.
Miss Atherton has reached out to settle that case. I've just not been able to get back with her. I believe it'll probably resolve.
Well, and that's on a Wednesday. It's a bad day to have a court case in Cumberland County. Anyway, how about August the 5th?
That'd be fine with the Commonwealth.
Yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, if I could reserve any last minute motions on the docket day in July, in case any rise, I'll make sure to file them with plenty of notice.
Okay. Commonwealth versus Tammy Trammell. Tammy Trammell.
Yeah.
Tamia Trammell. T Trammell.
Judge, she resides in Louisville, I believe.
Do
Got
what?
an email. She resides in Louisville. I believe I got an email this
Oh, well,
morning.
that's okay. She doesn't have to be here. She lives in Louisville.
I believe I got an email this morning advising.
What's the charge on her?
It's a possession and we've got a pretrial diversion, plea paperwork completed.
Issue a bench warrant. Hold her without bond.
Judge, if I may.
Your Honor, Ms. Trammell called our office this morning. Louisville is currently under a tornado watch and there's been heavy flooding. Her vehicle has become stuck and she was not able to get here, but she was calling our office as early as 6 o'clock this morning. Would the court be willing to put her on the next docket and hold off on issuing the warrant for now?
And Judge, on the negotiation, she was right here bright and early at 9 a.m. coming down from Louisville.
I don't care to give her the benefit of the doubt one
There
time.
were heavy rains in certain parts of Louisville between Waterson Expressway and the Gene Snyder. They had like 3 inches of rain or something like that. So. Okay, well, let's put her on for July 16th.
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Hunley here. Mr. Hunley, that was my one act of mercy today. You're always interested in making sure I own every docket. Mr. Hunley always insists that we have one. And that's yours there. Michael Turner, Commonwealth versus Michael Turner.
He was passed on June 11th, Your Honor.
He passed away?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's the one that we checked in the hospital for
That's
so
correct.
many times. Well, my condolences to his family. Okay, let's go to Barron County we're still 13 minutes away from Barron County, so we'll take a brief recess.
Yeah.
First degree wanton endangerment, first degree possession of drug paraphernalia, the persistent felony offender as to the. Y'all need to hold it down a little bit. You're keying the mic over there. Thank you. Trafficking and controlled substance, first degree persistent felony offender on the wanton endangerment charge. Counselor, do you acknowledge the identity of your client, receive the indictment, waive formal reading and arraignment, enter plea of not guilty, reserving all pretrial motions.
I do, Your Honor.
Sign a reciprocal discovery order requiring the Commonwealth to provide your attorney, sir, with information to help you prepare for your defense. We're scheduling for July 10th for negotiation day at 9 a.m. and July 16th. You'll need to prepare the transportation orders for both those, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your attorney will be able to talk to you, Mr. Gerald's, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Commonwealth versus Mark Lee.
See, I thought it was a single.
Are you Mark Lee?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. We're here on 20 CR 0081 for arraignment. Mr. Lee, were you born in 1972?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, security number 2445.
Yes, sir.
Office of Public Advocacy represents you, I believe. Public
The date of my arraignment, I want to get my own attorney if I can get out on by.
Well, we'll continue them representing you until you hire somebody, okay? And then when they do, you can notify us and we'll switch over.
Can I,
You have the right to remain silent. The grand jury of Monroe County has returned indictment charging you with expired registration plates, failure to maintain insurance, operating under the influence, criminal possession of a forged instrument. Seems to be it. Counselor, you acknowledge the identity of your client, receive the indictment, waive formal reading and arraignment, enter plea not guilty, reserving all pretrial motions.
I do, Your Honor.
Sir, I'm signing a reciprocal discovery order which requires the Commonwealth to provide you with the information necessary to prepare for your defense. It will be scheduled for July 10th for negotiation day and July 16th for the next court appearance, both of them conditions of your bond. What's kind of bond is he under? Clerk approved surety. That's not a very high bond. Could you inquire with him to see why he can't make that bond? I mean, it doesn't cost anybody anything. $10,000.
Mr. Lee, are you going to be able to make a $15,000 surety?
$10,000.
if I could sign it, I can.
You gotta have somebody. You gotta have somebody come in to the clerk's office to show that they're worth $10,000. It doesn't cost them.
I understand. I don't got nobody that's got anything. My parents are gone.
And the court wants to do. I mean, I don't think.
Are you working, Mr. Lee? You work?
Yes, yes.
Where do you work?
I do odd jobs.
Yeah, I'm curious why the warrant's not been served if it's taken 5 years to serve.
Well, yeah, it took 5.5 years.
Serve the warrant. Has he been out of town, out of state?
No, my next door neighbor is a police officer. He never said nothing to me. I've been in the same place.
Who's your nephew's a police officer?
Next door neighbor.
My neighbor,
Who is that?
Charles Smith. I mean, I'll be at the court date.
Judge, I'd ask for an ROR, the ankle monitor.
I'm not gonna put an ankle monitor on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just, you sign your own bond for $10,000. And if you don't show up, you'll add additional charge of absconding. You understand what I'm saying? You be
Yes.
July 10th, 9 a.m. for negotiation, and July 16th here. Now, you have your attorney's number where you can contact him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you contact him when you get out over there. You sign your bond over there. When you get out, you contact your attorney's office and so you'll be ready for the negotiation date on July 10th, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alexis McQueen. Okay. Okay, I skipped Caleb McClellan, but I'll come back. Are you Alexis McQueen?
Yes, sir.
Were you born in 2000?
Yes, sir.
4-digit social security number 4701.
Yes, sir.
You're on 23 CR 0044. Do you have an attorney or the public advocacy represents you or who represented you?
I need a public defender.
Okay. I'll continue that appointment. You have a right to remain silent. The grand jury of Monroe County has returned an indictment charging you with theft, unlawful taking or disposition. And it was amended to reflect your name as Alexis J. McQueen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Counselor, do you acknowledge the identity of the client receiving indictment, waive formal reading, arraignment, interplea not guilty, reserving all pretrial motions?
Yes, Your Honor.
So when I'm signing a reciprocal discovery order that will require the Commonwealth to provide your attorney with information and help you prepare for your defense. You'll be here on July 10th for negotiation at 9 a.m. and July 16th. Now, what is her bond?
She was placed on a no bond.
So what?
No bond.
Why was that? What?
In NCIC for almost 3 years.
Yeah, okay, well, you've been gone. I don't know what, you need to talk to your attorney about where you were for the last 3 years in CIC. Where do you live out of state?
Yeah, I was told that I was allowed to.
Well, no, I don't want to go into what you were told. Where do you live, in Indiana or where?
Yes, sir, but I have a home here in Kentucky.
Okay, well, your attorney will be over to talk to you then about your bond, okay? Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Caleb McClellan, who I inadvertently said. Caleb. Commonwealth versus Caleb McClellan, 26 CR 0047. Are you Caleb McClellan?
Yes, sir.
Where were you born? Good morning. Were you born in 2004?
Yes, sir.
That's 4-digit social security number 9698. The grand jury of Monroe County, you have a right to remain silent. You are represented by counsel here. The grand jury of Monroe County has entered an indictment charging you with criminal attempt to commit murder, 4 counts. Wait a second. And possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, 1 count. And being a persistent felony offender as to the attempted murders on 4 counts. You understand what the charges are, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Counselor, you acknowledge the identity of your client receiving of the indictment, waive formal reading and arraignment, interplea of not guilty, reserving all pretrial motions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McClellan, I'm doing a reciprocal discovery order that will require the Commonwealth to provide your attorney all the evidence they have to help you prepare for your defense. Is it time for a negotiation? Is it a little early in this negotiation day, okay?
That's fine.
Negotiation day on July 10th at 9 a.m. here at the courthouse. You do a transportation order, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Next court appearance is just 6 days later on July 16th. Your attorney will be over to talk to you, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, is there any way that you can put a transport order so I can come over to the courthouse?
I didn't understand.
Yes, Caleb, I'll get that in transport order for him to come to the courthouse.
Yeah, you'll be here. We'll make sure you're here in person so you negotiate, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Kenneth Nolan. Kenneth Nolan. Are you Kenneth Nolan? Kenneth Nolan, good morning. This is 26 CR 00050. Mr. Nolan, were you born in 1964?
Yes.
The last four digits, social security number 3273.
Yes.
You're here for the purpose of arraignment. The grand jury of Monroe County has returned an indictment charging you with trafficking in methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. You're represented by the Office of Public Advocacy. Public Defender's Office represents you. We'll continue that appointment. Counselor, you acknowledge the identity of Mr. Nolan. Receive indictment, waive formal reading and arraignment, enter plea of not guilty, reserving all pretrial motion.
Yes, Your Honor.
The 10th for negotiation. And 16th for court date. What's his bond?
His bond is 10,000 cash.
Why is that?
He is a NCA moderate forward. A few points away from being a 5.
What he's had, none appearances did appear or what?
He has a very
FTAs?
low rating of not cleared, where he's only had FTAs very much.
Okay, well, you'll need to talk to him about that. It's not nice not to come to court. Okay, your attorney will be over to talk to you, Mr. Nolan, okay?
Okay, because I got a good job and if I'm gone from it much longer, I'll lose my job and I have nobody here to bond me out.
Well, where do you work, sir?
Millwood Incorporated, I live right beside them on their property, but I got a car, bunch of furniture, 2 trucks.
What's the charge again on him?
Trafficking and controlled substance.
I'm gonna let you have a $10,000 clerk approved surety. Anybody come in and sign that thing?
I think you should reconsider.
Do what?
I think you should reconsider because when there was a controlled drug buy of 3 grams of methamphetamine. A search warrant was obtained. There was 17.6 grams of meth.
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that. Okay.
4 handguns, a rifle.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
I understand.
Okay, so bond will stay the way it is.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and your attorney will be over there to talk to you.
Okay.
Jonathan Russell. Jonathan Russell. Commonwealth Jonathan Russell. Are you Jonathan Russell?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You're here on 23 CR 0012 probation revocation. Were you born in 1978?
Yes, sir.
Last 4 digits, social security number 7142. Good.
Yes, sir.
We have a statement, Stock.
The basis of the revocation is going to the grand jury this morning. I don't know if Mr. Garrett wants to pass it or have a hearing.
Jonathan, I think I sent a message through your mom. They're going to send the case to the grand jury. Do you want to go ahead and have the hearing today, or how do you want to proceed?
Whatever we need to do.
Okay, Judge, we want to go ahead and have the hearing.
Well, I don't know if I can get my witnesses here or not. You got the victim and the officer. I know the officer.
What's the charge?
He's charged with assault. Second, he allegedly knocked this lady's 2 teeth out.
No, we'll just, he's going to the grand jury today.
Yes.
He was originally charged with assault for. That's set for next Tuesday in front of the district court.
Well, today will probably.
Today, they're going to send it to the grand jury, which that development occurred yesterday. I informed his family and him. And so that's kind of where we are.
July 10th for negotiation, and next court date is the 16th. And you look at the circumstances of it and see if you want to agree to any different bond than that, okay?
I want to see what the grand jury does.
Yeah, the case is being submitted to the grand jury today, sir. We'll wait and see what they do, and that will end your district court trials there. If the case is brought up, your attorney will review what the indictment says and consult with the Commonwealth to see if there's a bond possible on the thing after they see what the action is. So, but just in case, I've got you set on, or either way, I've got you set on July 10th for negotiation day here and July 16th for your next court appearance.
Thank you. If the grand jury indicts, we probably just need to have a quick trial if he's wanting to hear him.
Okay.
Okay.
Judge, do you mind if I explain to him just real quick?
You can call and explain.
Sure. And one thing, just for the record, Judge, I think he would want me to say this. I think
Speak up a little.
the revocation would be defensible based on the allegations that have been made. But of course, we'll have that hearing at a later time.
Yeah, well, so you're not gonna have your revocation here now. Let's see what happens in this other case, okay? Your attorney will be able to talk to you. Thank you. Jonathan Scott. Commonwealth versus Jonathan Scott. 26 CR 0035. You are Jonathan Scott.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Were you born in 1974?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 0956.
Yes, sir.
You're from pretrial conference. What does the Commonwealth have to say?
Your Honor, he's a co-defendant with Ricky Lee and Joshua Price. Mr. Lee was passed earlier because Mr. Davis wanted to work on his Warren County case. My understanding is Mr. Lanham wants to pass this a month because of discovery issues. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So I would ask it be passed a month, and if it's not resolved, we'll get a quick trial date.
July 10th for negotiation day. July 16th. Evidently, they've got some additional information they want to get about your case. Mr. Scott, your attorney will be able to talk to you about it, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Joshua Perry. Joshua Perry. Commonwealth versus Joshua Perry. 22 CR 0033. You are Joshua Perry. You born in 1991.
Yes, sir.
Last four digits, social security number 5880. Is that correct? What does the Commonwealth have to say about Joshua Perry?
Your Honor, Mr. Curry has a 5-year sentence on wanton endangerment first and fleeing and evading police first. The problem he had was he was charged in Macon County, Tennessee on 8/30/25 with a DUI. I don't think that has been resolved. And according to the probation officer, he had no permission to drive outside Kentucky when he picked up the DUI. I've got a
Who
problem.
represents him now? You represent him?
Judge, he was just picked up on a warrant last week. I think this is an older motion to revoke. We've not taken this.
We filed the motion back in after he picked up the DUI in August of last year.
Well, let's set a negotiation day, July 10th, and next court date on July 16th.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the Office of Public Advocacy will represent you on this also, so they can roll it all together and see if they can get it resolved for you, sir, okay?
All right.
Okay. Now, I do Jonathan Scott. Yeah, I did Jonathan Scott. And how about Jacob Warren? Which one of us, he the one involved in the dog case?
Yes, no.
Jacob Warren. Are you Jacob Warren?
Yes, sir.
This is 26 CR 0025. Mr. Warren, were you born in 1998?
Yes, sir.
Last four digits social security number 6350.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Stockton, what do we do with these other cases?
We pass them till next month.
Negotiation day on
It's going to take
July.
a little while to get these cases ready, so that's the reason I'd be agreeable to a smaller bond if Mr.
July 10th and July 16th. What is this gentleman's bond right now?
His
10,000 what?
10,000 cash.
You want to make it 10,000 clerk approved surety?
Judge, during the break, we spoke with his mother. I don't believe there's going to be anybody that is going to be able to sign a $10,000 clerk approved surety. If he were to be released, he would be able to live with his mother in Gamelia, Kentucky.
Well, let's see if we can do a 10,000 clerk approved surety, see if it works, see if they can get somebody to sign it. And then we put normal curfew restrictions and stuff, which would allow him to go back to work.
Sure.
Okay. Where do you, Mr. Warren, do you work anywhere? Have you been working anywhere?
No, at the moment.
Do what?
No, I ain't got a job at the moment.
He's been in custody since January, February of this year.
Anybody to send me a grade on free miles.
Okay, we'll take a look, see if you get somebody to sign the bond. If you can't, your attorney will negotiate with the Commonwealth to see if we can get you out. Where, if you get out, can you get a job somewhere, man?
Yes, sir. I'm trying my first too. And I should be able to get a job across the street.
Okay, well, why don't you start working on that and that'll probably help come up and make the decision on a bond situation, get you out of there, okay? In any event, you're to be here on, if you do make your bond, you're to be here on July 10th at the Justice Center in Monroe County at 9 a.m. and also on July 16th for a court appearance. Both would be conditions of your bond, okay? Thank you. Is there anyone else there in Barron County that we haven't spoken to that's supposed to?
I have a Rockman Carter. He was scheduled for court. He wasn't on my docket, but I brought him just in case they have to see him.
I can't understand what you're saying. You get back from the microphone a little bit.
I'm sorry. I have a Brockman Carter. He was scheduled for court in my system, but he wasn't on my docket, but I went ahead and brought him just in case.
Continue that by agreed order.
There was an order, Johnny Bell's the attorney, and he couldn't be here today, so there's an order to continue that, okay? And Johnny will come talk to you about it, okay?
Okay, then that's everybody, Your Honor.
Okay, well, y'all excuse. Thank you for cooperation. Have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you, sir.
That finished the criminal docket?
Yes, cause.
Show cause docket?
Got 4 minutes.
What?
You've got about 4 minutes.
Okay, let's wait. Let's go off the record for a minute on show cause docket.
Judge, what happened was, it's not the plat necessarily, just so you know why I brought this motion. Wes's motion was set for April 16th. I wasn't available. At my request, he was kind enough to set the motion over. I never got a renotice or anything. The next thing I know is I got your order, and so we were never heard on it. So that's why I'm approaching you now, asking to reconsider the order. And my only real concern with it, Judge, is that the order reserves issues for the court, but also makes this order final and appealable. And I don't know what remaining issues are here. Your Honor's ruled on the adverse possession issue, and we're now entering a plat and doing a quick claim deed to finish those issues. So from my client's perspective, this would end everything. I don't know what additional issues remain for the court to consider. In particular, if this is a final and appealable order, that certainly suggests that everything is done and over. So our request would either be.
If we've waited these challenge, that become an interlocutory sort of thing, right? You know,
right, exactly. And I don't know that my client intends to appeal anything, but I don't want to have to appeal if the case is not full and final and we end up back and forth.
Why don't you, since Mr. Stevenson here, why don't you draft an agreed order of clarification and send it to him, okay, concerning that one issue that we have, and maybe we can resolve that. Maybe that was just kind of boilerplate language that was.
I think it probably was, Judge, and I talked with Wes about that a little bit, and we just never got to reach an agreement on it. So I'll do that. I'll reach out.
Why don't you do that? And if not, if he comes here today, a little later, I'll if I have your permission, I'll bring it up to him, and if we might reach out to you and get you back on the record if you're going to be in your office for a little while, okay?
I will be, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Margaret Neal Gerald versus Jonathan Edward Cornelius and Kelly Cornelius, Kelly McIntyre. Any of the parties here today? This is motion for default judgment and designating the petitioner to be de facto custodian and come on, y'all come on around here. If y'all would identify yourselves here and how you're involved in.
On the side of me.
Pardon?
I'm Margaret Gerald.
And you would be, okay.
And I did file a rebuttal, but I was on behalf of the have attorney.
Let me see.
Yeah, I received it after I had filed my motion. I did receive a copy of it though. The clerk's office, I think, sent it to me maybe.
You have an objection to the appointment? Okay. So I guess we'll have to have a hearing at some juncture.
Yeah. I would like to get an attorney if possible.
Well, it's always possible. There are a lot of attorneys around. There's always there's the issue of money. Some people can't afford attorneys. But I don't know. I'd like.
She's not entitled to the appointment of an attorney.
No, I'm not
So,
going
yeah.
to.
I don't know if that's what she was asking. Just wanted to ask.
Do what?
I was just asking, sorry.
Yeah, well, but you can get an attorney. There are a few around here. Mr. Carter over there, you're wanting to get involved.
Okay, he's busy.
Judge, I think I conflicted out of this about representing different parties.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Henry, are you interested, Mr. Henry? I could go ahead and go down and.
I represent Mr. Hernandez in there.
Okay, well, see, there's what you get into. Monroe County, like 12,000 people and 10 last names, you know. Well, we need to set something here pretty quickly.
Yeah, Judge, and I don't think it'll be very lengthy.
Well, what I'm going to do is I want to set a hearing date on the next rule day here, and I'll give you 10 days from today to have an attorney enter an appearance. That way the attorney can have communication with Ms. Coleman to see if there can be any resolution to the thing. How many children are involved here?
2.
And where are they located now?
They're
Do you
with
have
Ms.
them there?
Gerald.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know whether they were still there or something had happened since then or not. So technically you are in default here, but since the children are, I want you to have an opportunity to have a full hearing on it. Nobody has asked that your parental rights be terminated. That hadn't been asked. It was placing sole custody in the petitioner at the time, which would still entitle you to some visitation and that sort of thing. So you need to get somebody. So get somebody within 10 days. Can you draft an order giving her 10 days from today to get an attorney in her record? And then to be available for a hearing on July the 16th, okay?
Will that be at 1 o'clock, Judge?
Or as soon thereafter as council may be heard. It'd probably be 1:30. Put it at 1.
At 1.
Yeah, okay? Okay, well, thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. This is McClendon versus Hall and Muse. Now, I read that y'all come on around here. Okay, I was supposed to review some documents about therapy options and things. Why don't y'all just tell me about it here? What do you have to say?
Well, Judge, I think you had indicated at the hearing that you felt like therapy would be appropriate. You just didn't know what the options were, and you had asked us to kind of weigh in on that.
Y'all, can you come to an agreement on the thing?
I don't know. I mean, at this point, I also would, I think I talked about it the last time I was here. What has come available since then is also the program through Western that I think might actually
The
be
Western
ideal.
Kentucky University.
Yeah, the intensive trauma treatment therapy program, because that program will deal with the child, will deal with my client, and deal with McClendon's all 3. And there's no cost to the individuals, but they work with all of them.
Yeah, and I don't have any information on that at all, so.
Well, we hadn't made much progress as far as exchanging information since last time.
Well, we both submitted, I think, something to the court, which is what you asked us to do.
Yeah.
And
You
that's,
didn't submit it to each other.
What we submitted is that we found a counselor here in Tompkinsville that is
Oh.
already assessed.
Oh, really? I mean, we probably, if I knew there's anybody local, we'll use them more frequently because
Well,
we
and
always have a
that's-
problem.
We tried to find someone because the child is 17 years old. He is taking college classes. He's an athlete. It's very hard. He's having, I mean, just even with their schedule, he's having to be pulled out of class to go through these therapy sessions. So it is.
What kind of
hard
visit,
to-
what kind of visitation do you want?
I think she's open to just about anything. Like I said, she understood that.
Well,
it
I'm
might have
open
to
to
be-
anything they can agree on.
She understood it might have been a
Why don't
therapy
you let her
setting.
express what anything might be, what kind of parameters and,
Well, Your Honor, I hadn't seen him since February.
well, I know, but what do you want to do? I know you want everything to be perfect, but short of that,
Yeah.
if he doesn't want to see you, is that what you're saying? He doesn't want to see you. Now, so the reason I suggested some therapy things is to talk to him about the importance. You're his biological mother, correct? And I will tell you, I've been at this a little while, whether or not, and I'm not saying anything, I don't know, disparaging about you, but in the worst situations where people have let children down and they've not been, it's still important that there be some reconciliation with the child somewhat to live with it, because I've seen people get killed in a car wreck and things like that. And the child has great guilt, even if they justifiably didn't want to see their parent. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the way it is. So, you have any suggestions on?
Well, our suggestion was if there was going to be any type of visitation, that there would just need to be some of those therapeutic services through the counselor that the child has already been assessed by, and then follow her recommendations.
Who is that counselor?
Her name is Delaney Page, and she's through Alliance Counseling here.
Yeah, and is it, who pays for that?
Well,
I assume insurance.
Well, her insurance, but then they received a bill. So that's what's going to be the other thing, is that we would, the reason for the therapeutic
Does that
services.
counselor, will she interview the biological mother too, or?
From my understanding, it is, I think that she would just need, I think the mother's already having some type of counseling sessions that I heard from
Is
them.
I was gonna say, is this person a family therapist? Like she will see them together?
They do, but the way that whenever I spoke to Ms. Page, is that she would be the child's therapist, and that after having sessions, if she felt that it was going to be in the child's best interest, she could talk to your therapist, and then they would go there, but she wouldn't be providing services for both because of the conflict.
It'd be a therapist to therapist. They can compare notes to see.
Yes, that would be it, that she would have to work with her
How quick can we make that happen?
Well, the child's already been assessed by this therapist, so it's just that I don't know how.
Now, the counseling that you're going through, is there an assigned counselor to that, or is it a group thing, or what is it?
Which one specifically you're asking about? She sees a therapist right now already.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yes, I will.
So what we
And has
need to
for
do
quite
is
some
have
time.
authorization signed by both parties to authorize their therapists to talk to each other. Because
But I
I'm
don't
sure-
think either of those therapists provide family therapy.
Yeah, we want.
No, what, only thing I want right now is to determine whether or not, how serious the child's denial is not wanting to visit. Because the age of the child or the young person at 17, it's not like you're going to be able to go back when you're 10 and work through these things. I don't think you're going to work through much when you're 17. You know, other than that, what about the thing at Western? Do you have any objection to that? Or?
I do, because like I said, with their schedule, it's difficult, even with these sessions that they're gonna have to pull this child out of school.
Well, he's not in school right now.
Not right now, he's playing football and basketball, so it's summer, and that's where he is right now. I mean, it's very difficult with his schedule to do that, and he's missing out on things.
How
to
much
go to
time would
these
it take to meet with those people at Western? What kind of time are you talking about?
It's usually like an 8-week program total, that they meet with the families.
You know, you're not going to get a 17-year-old, in my opinion, to seriously participate in an 8-week program.
I mean, it's once a week, Judge, or once every other week. It's not continuously 8 weeks. You're talking about between 4 and 8 sessions.
Well, what I'd like to do, all of them don't have to be there at the first session, do they?
No, and they're not all together. Like I said, they
What I'd like to
call them
do is to
individually.
let this young man go down there to Western one time and talk to these folks to see if they think they can do anything about this situation. One time.
I think they'll probably, I just.
Well, of course, they might think that they can cure anything. You know, they say that if the only tool you have is a hammer, the whole world looks like a nail, right? You know.
I doubt they're gonna say no. They don't think they can help the situation. So if it's an 8-week, I mean, that's every week, that's transportation. My clients have other children that they're caring for too. And with their jobs, I mean, I don't think that's something that they shouldn't have to put that.
Has there been a
child through.
friend of the court appointed in this case? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna get a friend of the court appointed that can talk to your client and to talk to this young man and give me a report on some recommendations on what to do on things. Okay.
Judge, could we in the interim ask that the McClendons go ahead and get him established with that therapist in case that is the only option we have?
What therapist? The
The
one
one
Western?
you said he had been
Okay.
assessed.
Yeah, he's been
but
assessed by this
apparently-
one.
But he hasn't started ongoing therapy.
He did a few sessions just to make sure that we could establish that type of relationship that he was.
And I would need a release from someone, maybe him, to allow the friend of the court to talk to this therapist too. Okay. So I want the friend of the court to talk to your client, talk to the young man, and talk to the therapist and give a report. You got the list here on the friend of the court list? We're about out. We don't have very many people.
Not very many friendly people.
Don't have a list of friend of the court. Okay. Let me think here. There's nobody here in town. I can't think of anybody here in town much. You got a conflict? You got a conflict on this?
Feel like I should correct him, Judge, and how I treat him.
Okay, well, congratulations. To friend of the court situation here, and well, if you'll electronically submit an order appointing Mr. Carter friend of the court, and recommend that he do it, get the report back to you. So you'll have a great thing about a friend of the court is if you don't agree with what he says, you get an opportunity to examine him on the thing. So, okay. And we'll try to push this toward a conclusion by the next rule day, maybe get the report back and let me make some kind of decision. I'm very anxious to see what the young man has to say, and I don't know what back, but you know, they used to say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, and you can lead a 17-year-old to court, but you can't make them think, because they're 17, right? And they already got their decisions made and their opinions, and might do more harm than good. So if you draft an order to that thing.
And do you want the order to set a review for the next rule day?
Just put a goal.
Judge, next rule day, I'll be in South Dakota. I just want to make everybody aware of that. So I can do it, boys.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be subject to examination if you don't agree with it.
Right.
Maybe you might just lost a case here. I understand it. Yeah. Well, we don't have anybody else here that does that. In Cumberland County, we have Holly Long Parish, and we don't have anybody else. We have anybody else in Cumberland County that does it.
Mr. Poindexter.
Mr. Poindexter does. Let me put Holly Long Parish on there. She does some domestic work. I don't know whether Mr. Poindexter does any domestic work. Okay. Okay, well, thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
And let me do this. My picture. Well, this is what we're going to call it a day. We actually gained 2 subscribers today. They go up to 156. So to all the new subscribers to this channel, please accept my humble welcome. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my platform. And I hope that you're enjoying this kind of content. So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow is the Jefferson County Court, which I have no idea what. It's not our Jefferson County where I live. So please tune in tomorrow and watch court hearings. I lost for words today. For now, ta-ta and ciao-ciao. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will catch you guys on the next live stream. Don't forget to like and put us out there on the interwebs. You guys are not clicking that like button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ta-ta and ciao-ciao.
see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some of this light, no. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. Team with me and they all winners. And you know we ballin' all winter, all summer. Jewelry around my neck is lightning, but I'm all thunder. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it. Bring a friend and come along. Don't be taking too long. The vibe's too strong. If you don't know how to move, then we moving on. Ain't no way rhythmic feet up in this place. If you can't catch the feeling, then get out the way. I've been reeling and fish from the lake. They keep saying I'm down to earth, but I'm really out of space. All these women aliens, super foreign, so exotic. Hop in the Mercedes Benz, and I got them crushing like ice pouring above. It's overflowing on us. You drop it, then pick it up. I think I'm falling in love, but shawty, this isn't what you probably thinking it was. It's a vibe out, cooling it for the weekend and such. You gon' find out once you come on and bring me that up. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah.